Brothers Barrel here. We got 5 glasses of whiskey in front of each of us. What do we got?
It's a blind.
It's a blind. Cue intro.
Five different bottles?
5 bottles because I didn't want to do 6.
Or 4. He's like,
4.
you wanted to do 4, but you also want to put one more.
One more. There's one I couldn't leave out, and this could be fun. Basically,
My brother likes to drink alcohol.
This little rat is guilty!
So, the bottles we have here, I did pick, so I know what the bottles are. I don't know where they are. He doesn't know anything.
It's like my sherry blind, but with bourbon.
So, price ranges are going to go anywhere from...
You know, we'll get to that when we get to the bottles. Let's just start drinking.
I'm just excited because it's going to be like a $20-something bottle all the way up to like an allocated.
Ooh.
So it's going to be pretty interesting to see how they do.
All right,
In
well,
a complete blind.
I'm going to go in.
Number 1.
Let's see if this wins number 1. I don't know how long they've been sitting for.
I think about like 5 minutes. Jeez.
Right away, that very sweet, bubblegummy kind of smell for me.
Oh no. Really candy.
Yeah.
A lot of candy. Soft on the nose. Really soft on the nose. Oh, that nose is fantastic.
There's the proof.
Yeah, proof creeps up. Still so sweet. Candy sweet. We're talking sugary. A little bit of the bubble gum. Yeah, for sure. That artificial sugar. That artificial sweeten.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's pretty good, man. I like it. Number 2.
Number 2.
I'm gonna do what you do.
That's patent pending, dude. You can't do that. It's called the wash.
Okay, well this is the Scotch thing, so you can't do this anymore.
Why do they call it the wash?
SpongeBob. You know why I do this?
Why?
Righty-tighty.
Lefty loosey.
That's why every time you go right, the proof, if it's low proof, it enables the proof to secrete with the oxygen. So
I'm cranking that down. Secrete with the oxygen. This is a little more
More what?
like leathery. You get more oak.
Oh yes.
More barrel on this one.
You definitely get more barrel on this one.
I can almost like stick my whole schnoz in the glass and it's not attacking me.
It's pretty good, man. I like the nose. I do like the nose on this one.
That's really good. Kind of spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Falls off quick.
Yeah. It does fall off quick. Spicy, yeah. It's like...
There's a lot happening right away. Like you are hit with a wall of spice, oak, a little bit leathery, almost like maybe a little bit of tobacco too. Like it's all those robust notes, and then it just tapers off pretty quick.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because like it makes you think it's a little older.
Yeah, it's not like as caramely for me as this one.
No.
Not as much of a candy.
No,
here.
nowhere near.
It's like definitely, like you said, more barrel. You also get that on the palate too.
And that classic like a hint of honey kind of.
A hint of honey, and for the finish, it's like more salty for me.
A little bit of salt.
Yeah, salt finish.
Interesting. Yeah, the sweetness is just like a touch of honey. Like
Yeah.
it's not in your face
For sure.
sweet candy like number 1. It's
It's salted caramel for me. Not really.
Okay.
Not too much honey for me. I'm not really getting honey as much here.
If the
it's more like a
caramel-
salted caramel.
if the caramel was real subtle, sure. Because like the sweetness is like there, but it's not up front at all. But yeah, I can see the salted caramel.
Yeah.
Anyways, number 3. That is,
What is that?
I don't know.
Let me go around the world with it a little bit here.
Yeah.
Cut the glass.
Because like my initial thought is it tastes like a freshly cleaned glass. like a little bit of like
licking glass.
like a little bit of like soap residue or like the rag you dried it with. But I don't know if that's just like musk. This is a different world from the first two.
Okay,
Completely like
you're right. A little bit of butterscotch for me.
maybe a touch, but
You're right. The ethanol does
it's just
show forth for sure.
getting a ton of ethanol. Man, I need to let this one wake up or something. There's a hint of sweetness coming up, but it's creeping, man. Almost like a rice spice at the end.
Yeah.
I imagine it's got to be that baseline 4 years. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's got some good legs.
I was thinking that too. Might be
Like
closer to that 4-year.
the minimum, yeah. That's odd.
Yeah. If I were to pick up any notes on the nose, it's like butterscotchy. If anything, like you said, it's subtle.
It's
It's not so upfront. I had to reach for it a little bit more. More ethanol. You know.
This one's the least impressive so far for me.
Yeah.
It's just not as refined as I think these two.
It's not.
Be a good mixer.
Yeah. It's just alcohol.
It's it's just real. And if I'm wrong, it's gonna be embarrassing. But
Right.
like it seems like rye forward.
Yeah.
Get a lot of that spice.
Right. And there's just not much there after that.
No, like that's kind of like it. One trick pony. Interesting. And it ramps up and then fades out. Number 4.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You like that?
Back to that, like bubblegummy.
Yeah. Yeah. The artificial sugars.
Yes. That's
Bubble
good.
gummy. Oh man, that's so good.
Sweet. Ooh, that's like.
It's not as intense. Like sniff one again.
Yeah.
I guarantee you one is just gonna blow your mind with sweetness.
Definitely. And I will say also more brown sugar on one.
Yeah, nothing but sweet here.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing else but sweet on number
True.
1.
True.
I feel like I know what it is.
Okay.
But this one, it's like a healthy mix of these two. You got that sweetness here,
Yeah, that's a good.
but
good
it's
thing.
still got like some depth to it, like here.
Yeah. Yeah, it does actually. Huh? I'm going in.
1 + 2 = 4. That's what I'm talking about. What do you think? Talk to me.
I like that a lot.
That's good.
That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like like on the nose. It like you said, it's these two combined, and the same for the palate.
Yeah, it follows the palate. I get a little bit of like that ethanol burn, but I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
It's not like alcohol.
Dude, no.
Like this one?
It's not.
It's
It's
not,
not,
like
at all.
alcohol.
It's not at all overpowering in the
No,
slightest.
it almost just drinks a little bit hotter,
Uh-huh.
even though they're all 100 proof. But that's good. It's enjoyable. Like I feel like I'm getting more out of it because of that.
More spicy.
Yeah, it's got some spice.
I
It's
like
got
the spice.
depth.
Yeah, but the spice doesn't just hang on. That's not all you feel.
No, it's the sweetness, but you get the depth of like the barrel. You get to almost
Yeah.
explore it a little more.
All right, 5.
Number 5. This one. Can we appreciate how dark this one is?
I was just gonna say, like, just
What is going on here? That is some dark whiskey.
this absorbed a lot of the oak barrel. Got a lot of barrel in this. Let's
Makes you
hope.
think this might be older. Guess we'll find out. It smells sweet, soft on the nose.
Ooh, yeah, very soft.
Oh, that's like
Whoa.
that's red fruit. That's
Ooh.
not dark red fruits, but like the
That's
I don't know, that's pungent. Cherries.
I was gonna say cherry,
Like
but
a
it's not
black
the dark. Not exactly the black cherry for me. It's
No?
like no.
Like the dark jammy sauce that you put in a
Yeah.
Is that Manhattan?
Mm.
Oh yeah. So it's rich but still like sweet.
Yeah, a little bit more brown sugar on this one too, especially more than the last two.
More like a plum, not a dried plum.
Yeah.
Like it's juicy. It's
get that.
pungent. It's
I get the plum.
man, that smells good. That goes to cinnamon real quick, almost like a cinnamon bomb.
Salty cinnamon.
Mm-hmm. It's
Like
kind
on
of
the back.
Yeah, it's leaving my mouth a little bit dry.
Yeah.
Which, like that saltiness, I almost think it's oak.
Yeah.
It's pretty oaky,
It's that oak and
it's almost drying me out, which makes me think it's older.
yeah, for sure. I agree with that. It does dry out more. It like gives me like that salty, that barrely kind of finish.
It's
And-
like right on that line where it's like, if it's any more, it's not as good, but it's still enjoyable.
yeah, if anything, it's not as much of like a candy flavor. Maybe it is a little bit there, like you said, more viscousy, darker, so like more barrel, but not as much of a candy note as much as like a fruity note. Not much floral,
Right.
but it's like fruit,
Maybe a hint of floral, but
barrel,
like
yeah,
it's,
fruit, barrel, that cherry. It's just like, it's weird. It's just very good though.
yeah.
I like it a lot. Man, that's tough. I'm only getting like two notes here though. It's like that cherry, and then it's like it's smooth. You get the barrel, like the spiciness a little bit, like a little bit of spices, that salty, spicy barrel. I don't know whatever words you would use to describe it, but then that's kind of it.
It just drops off.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not getting much else, but it's really good. Like it's consistent at what it is. It's good. Very straightforward, and that's it. Get everything in again.
Do you have your number 5? The first one you'd push out?
I have my number 5 at least.
Me too. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
How about that?
Number 3. It was
That's
just,
crazy.
it was simple.
Yeah.
Rice spice and
I had to reach for flavor too
Man,
much.
it-
I had to really delve in for anything.
it's
I
not
didn't get
a,
much.
Not a sipper.
Uh-uh.
Nope. Will make a great. I almost guarantee you this is gonna be like a lower end. If it's not, then yikes.
Yeah.
But I this has got to be like the bottom shelf. Next, I think is gonna be a little tough for me.
Yeah.
Reason being, it's a little harsher. It's not rounded off as much, and it kind of, man, it's tough. That's a tough one. It's so good. It is
really
a
good.
good whiskey, but it just doesn't do it as much as these other 3 do. I feel like there's just a lot less happening. Kind of like what you're saying, you're getting like 2 or 3 notes off of it,
It's consistent.
and 1 or 2 of them being that dry oaky, that saltiness almost that just kind of dries you out.
Okay.
I feel like it's gonna have some age, and I guess we'll know in a second. But that's got to be it. It's just not doing it for me as much as some of these other ones.
All right. Well, my next to go.
Yep.
Number 4.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah. It, like you said, it was like a combination of these two. And I think that's where it kind of lies, like the elimination for me. Some days I'm really in the mood for one thing, and I'm really in the mood for the other.
Gotcha.
And it's good to have that mix, and that's
Sure.
what it has. But it's like sometimes, ooh, I really want that note, that kind of bourbon, that kind of whiskey. But then, ooh, another day I want, ooh, that sweet, soft candy. Just sit that down.
Yeah.
Dangerous because of how sweet it is.
I mean, I feel like
it's a mix of that, and it is good having that mix into one bourbon. Trust me, that is very good. But for me, yeah, it's gonna go because it's like for me, it's either one way or another.
Yeah, I get that. I think that's why it kind of won over my 4th pick, is because it was 2 enjoyable things.
Yeah.
But I am gonna say that is my number 3.
Yeah. Gotcha. My number 3 is this. I even had it written down since I had it last, and I'm sticking with that. It is my number 3, the 5th one. So
I mean, it's
right now that's my order. How about we push our fourth out at the same time?
Okay. It's difficult, and I know I'm going to hate my decision.
We probably will hate our decision, but I'm gonna go ahead and push my fourth out right now. Wow. How about that? Wow, that's crazy. That was second place, man.
And that was a last-second decision.
I mean,
Because conventionally, I would stick with this profile, and I feel like I know exactly what it is.
and I'm not going by this, but I drank a lot more of this one than I did the others, I noticed.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because your wife poured less in this one than the others, but I really like it.
This one just has that, and like as it sat here and opened up, going back to it, like not only does it still have like that leatheriness, that that oakiness, that still like not as bad as what was it? This one. Little pulled back from that one, but it opened up. You got that sweetness,
Dude,
now.
it really lets you know it's there.
It's shining.
It's like a firm handshake for me.
It's really shining.
Mine went 2, 1, 5, 4, 3.
So close again. We know what we didn't like first.
Yeah.
We know what we liked the best. And then
That's
number 2
interesting.
was like, oh, it's right there.
I'm actually, if I'm going to be completely honest, I'm very surprised you went with number 2 as the winner for yourself. I thought you were going to go for this as your winner.
Really?
Or number 1.
I thought you were going to pick number 1 as your winner. And you'll see why, because I think I know what number 1 is.
Okay, we'll see.
I knew it.
You called it?
Yep.
You should have called it then. Call it. I told you what I thought was what. I did that in the video. You should have done that. You can't be like, oh, I knew it. There's no way we could know that. The viewers are calling bullcrap on you right now. They said, oh, they're brothers. They're the same idiots. You're just an idiot.
E.H. Taylor Small Batch is number 1.
Are you? Wait, really? This is E.H. Taylor?
Number 1.
Oh, this one. Oh, holy crap. Interesting.
The bubble gum, the sweetness.
Yep.
I didn't want to say it because I feel like it would have given away, but I was getting that Laffy Taffy, that grapiness, along with that bubble gum. It was just nothing but sweet. That's Buffalo Trace.
Yeah. This guy right here was, at one point, one of my favorite bourbons.
That's a fresh crack too, open today,
Oh,
and it's fantastic.
okay,
This
interesting.
bottle makes me think a neck pour is not a thing. Number 5. Which was number 3? Ha I love that.
What was that anime chant?
Last place for both of us, Old Granddad.
Ooh, really?
And you could actually zoom in on that. You can see what I was writing too. Old Granddad, look Tay. So, because it didn't have a lot going on.
The bourbon boy.
Didn't have a lot going on, but that rye came through, and I'm like, ah, man.
Yeah, we gotta make a mixing vid with this guy.
Oh,
Ooh.
cocktail videos
That'd be
for
fun.
sure.
My number 4 was number 4, I think.
Your number 4 was number 4.
Yeah.
All right.
Interested.
Number 4 for Harry, Ben Holladay, Bottle and Bond.
Okay.
That's a 6-year. I don't know. Doesn't say.
No age statement?
No, it's somewhere.
Oh, I was wondering because it's like
Hey, check that out. Number 4, Ben.
He literally so far he's called every single one of these. That's crazy, man. I suck at blinds. He's getting better. So this was my first time having Ben Holladay. I was very impressed.
It's good,
It's very, very good.
but $55 to $60. I think I paid 59 something at my local store.
Oof, that's close, man. I would say
definitely leaps.
I would say that is
better.
definitely a good $55 bourbon, though.
It's a different world
Definitely
than Old
is.
Granddad.
Yes.
100%.
Oh man, you can't. I wouldn't put him in the same boat.
And the reason why I put Old Granddad in it, I was curious to see if that would fall higher than some of these higher.
So, yeah, and that's why I like to get our first to go in or at the same time. I want to get in the habit of doing it at the same time, so I'm not like looking at him when he goes first as the
sure.
bourbon lover. Be like, I want to do that one then too. We both at the same time agreed on our last and on our favorite. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to do. I'm so far I think I'm doing pretty good, but Ben Holladay, I really like. I've been very interested to try it. It's very good. It was very hard to make this be the second to go.
Yeah.
It was very hard.
My number 4. Harry's number 3.
Yeah.
Heaven Hill. That hurts my soul because I have been converting to a Heaven Hill Distillery fanboy, and I think that's a fantastic drink. Now, man, Ben Holladay beat it
For you?
for me.
Man, how about that? Huh?
You liked it more.
I
Man,
did.
is that-
I liked the Heaven Hill. It's very good, man.
So this is your lineup.
Yeah.
This is my lineup.
So this is
As far. And then E.H. Taylor was second for both of us.
Wow. What's first?
Most surprising. So surprising. Henry McKenna.
Okay, I was actually gonna guess that.
Really?
I'm not kidding.
I didn't guess that. That's
the,
where I stopped.
This is the only bottle I was gonna guess. Henry McKenna. I didn't write it down because I'm not a bourbon boy, but I was like, I was wanting to say it. There it is.
And this is a brand new bottle. It's single barrel as well, so they vary quite a bit. I hear like some you get crappy bottles.
Yeah.
Our last bottle that we had, amazing. We near killed that sucker. I got a drop left for Nikki. And I just opened this today, and I had no idea.
It's just good.
It's good,
It
man.
killed- I mean, and
It's not fair. Now that
Why?
I'm thinking about it, it's not fair because no one's gonna get this unless they get the
Really?
same barrel.
Oh, that's okay. Well,
Unless you get barrel number 12168, 12168, barreled on 4/14 of 12. If you have that
okay,
barrel,
okay, sure. You're saying unfair, but if I'm being honest, bro, a really, really great contender was this guy. Like,
no, Ben Holladay.
Ben Holladay was really good. I gotta say it.
Man,
It was very good. I mean, compared to what we've both been saying, this is a combo. That's my lineup right there, huh?
that's your lineup.
Yeah.
Harry's lineup. Chris's lineup. All of these were fantastic. Old Granddad, we thank you for coming. You'll make a great drink. Maybe we should have thrown 114 in there and you would have done a better job.
You would have.
Man, some heavy hitters. Henry McKenna, E.H. Taylor. Ben Holladay's new kid on the block, newish kid on the block, and it held up pretty well.
It really did. That's the thing with it. I keep circling back to it even before you brought the bottle out, because it really is the balance of what you like in bourbons. It's they do a good job.
Man. Anyways, let us know what you think. Do your own blind. Let us know what we think. Are there any bottles we left out, or should we do another Bottled and Bond video? Give us some recommendations in the comments.
Which
and,
one of these 5 do you think is your favorite, if you were to pick one?
Seriously.
And yeah, have you ever had the new Ben Holladays? I don't know much about them, but from what I hear, they're a little bit newer.
And they're coming out with some good stuff.
out
They
some
got the
good
Rick
stuff.
House proof stuff. They got a weeder.
Ooh, I love my wheated bourbons.
Weeder sounds
do
good.
like that,
Soft
yeah.
red wheat.
Yeah.
Anyways, let us know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time. Brothers Barrel.
Peace! Henry McKenna, that's so dumb.
Dang.